Unit number 3, data analysis. In order to analyze the data gathered during observations, each researcher used a note-taking and note-making method outlined by author and researcher Carolyn Frank in her text Ethnographic Eyes. After compiling our triangulation of data, which includes 3 interviews, 3 observations, and 3 artifacts, we chose to read and analyze each other's interviews initially to process all data collected. We coded for words, phrases, and passages in which the informant responded to the interview question with an answer that reflected a positive, neutral, or negative idea, tone, experience, or feeling. Please see the chart on the next slide. Once our data was coded, we discussed what we found interesting and what stood out to us as contradictory or important, or that connected with the literature we reviewed.
Data analysis chart. Green, if the informant responded to the interview question with an answer that reflected a positive idea, tone, experience, or feeling, we coded the words and phrases green. Yellow, if the informant responded to the interview question with an answer that reflected a neutral idea, tone, experience, or feeling, we coded the words and phrases yellow. Red, if the informant responded to the interview question with an answer that reflected a negative idea, tone, experience, or feeling, we coded the words and phrases red. We then began to color code our data based on our observations and the information that we gathered in the interviews that we felt may be classified as positive, neutral, or negative.
Data analysis. After immersing ourselves in each other's data, we were able to begin to process the connective threads we found among the experiences of the informants and discuss our initial analyses of these connections. The 3 emergent themes that we developed are following: literacy exposure at an early age, current reading routines, future goals. Within these 3 threads, we analyzed how the informant spoke about each. Did she speak about the theme as if it is or was positive or beneficial, neutral or negative, or detrimental to her child's reading motivation? With our coding system, we began to make sense of how our data answers our research question, and how we can make sense of the information gathered and the implications of our finding. We then organize our color-coded data into 3 separate charts, which are located in the appendices of our unit.
Trustworthiness and credibility. To ensure trustworthiness and credibility, the researchers, before interviewing, acknowledged learned background knowledge of the informants, confronted beliefs and biases about the informants, recognized our positionality as teachers of reading involved in action research on reading motivation, constructed open-ended questions to discuss, decided on utilizing a semi-structured approach of interviewing by interviewing first and observing second. After interviewing, we utilized Anderson's, Hers, and Nyland's theories of process validity and dialogic validity. We analyzed each other's data by color coding and conducting peer reviews and triangulated data sources collected.
Transferability. The data collected can be transferred from the context of the phenomenon of study to other contexts, since the children of the 3 informants are from varying school districts in the greater New York City area, cultural backgrounds, parental philosophies regarding literacy development, grades, and developmental stages. The informants shared common parental philosophies and early literacy experiences, which demonstrates transferability of findings with an early emphasis on valuing and having positive experiences in the following contexts: multiliteracies, musical, artistic, and physical abilities, STEM, family values, religion, and traditions.